Welcome back to the Science Experts.
where we bring you uncommon knowledge recorded by uneducated 14-year-olds. And today we're going to be talking about light. And I'm not talking about Yagami.
So,
You know what? I'm going to.
so, everybody, light's really cool. It's the only reason why you guys can see me. So, light is a massless, it's a massless, no weight particle that travels at, if you guessed correctly, and I know this is kind of bizarre, at the speed of light, which is very controversial.
Yeah, it travels at its own speed because we couldn't think of any other thing to put like we had to give it its own speed because of just how fast it is.
Like
We literally
it's
use it
literally
in
it's
terms
like
of
its
space.
speed isn't miles per hour. It's like a letter. It's the letter C. Here, uh, I'm dumb. I did this. I'm actually mental. C.
um, but yeah, light's everywhere. Like literally, like nothing can escape light at all. Light is just everywhere at all times. There's
Except
no
a
such thing
black
as
hole. But we're gonna be talking about black holes in the
except a black hole. But
next
we'll talk
episode.
about that another day. Yeah, we'll talk about that another day. Light. So there's multiple different kinds of light. Um, you have you have radio waves, microwaves. You have infrared radiation, visible light. You have ultraviolet rays. You have X rays and gamma rays.
Take that last part.
Way because that has to do with sound mostly, and we'll talk about that another day too. Sound. Um, Microwaves. They yeah, microwaves are the smallest one, or like I don't know how to explain this. It's like really hard to explain this.
Microwaves have this like very long path. I will put a picture right here, and also below it right here, I'll put the visible ray spectrum and like the spectrum of light. So, light
Yeah.
can come in a lot of
Um.
forms, just like Benjamin said. There is radio waves, microwaves, the visible spectrum, ultraviolet, and not counting gamma rays because those are a form of radiation, which is not light, not
Yeah.
electromagnetic.
So every like the light, the spectrum. I'm on the spectrum. Jackson's on the spectrum. Or that's a different spectrum though. Um. There's waves to light. Waves.
Like
And
waves.
as you go
It,
on, like yeah, like waves.
like physical
But there's
waves.
also yeah. So that waves can be used in terms of light and in terms of sound. The ones to do with light, for example, microwaves. They're they're like very tall. Like the waves are very tall waves, but they're very spread out. Like it's like very spread out.
I
Um
know we could have like explained this a lot better, but I'll just like show right here
yeah,
what the hell he's
they'll
talking.
put pictures up. Sorry. Yeah, they'll put pictures up. I can't. I
Like
don't know
the
this.
the like longest wavelength of light that's peaks and valleys are literally the size of a human. So that goes to show how like spread out they are. They're so spread out that like a human can like step inside of the wavelengths of light. Like it has
Yeah.
dips in the valley,
So
and you can stand inside of the valley.
so next, after microwaves, we have infrared radiation. Not infrared. There's infrared light. I don't know why I said radiation. Light. Infrared is in TV remotes, and it's in the little dot on top, which makes your TV turn on and off, and it basically just that's what makes it give orders, basically. The infrared light
Yeah,
on the top. And
infrared light.
basically
There's
it can
like
be
it sends out different pulses of light in like a very specific order, kind of like Morse code a little, but they all travel
yeah,
at different places. So like the one at the top, like the like my TV receives it first, and then second, and third, and the fourth, all the way to the last, and that tells it to turn on and
yeah,
then turn off. And also, infrared light is heat. Infrared radiation is heat. It is heat. So if I had a thermal camera, I would be like seeing myself glow.
yeah. Um After that, next on the spectrum is visible light, which is literally just regular light. Like for example, over for example, right here we have a little mini fridge which has glowing light. That's visible light, and yeah, visible lights like an LED light or like lights from your like light bulb or something. Um, yeah, that's yeah.
So
After that you have ultraviolet.
ultraviolet is a
Now,
that you can
ultra
see. It is very, very, very energized light that comes from the sun and from other sources like a flashlight. I used to have one, but it's broke now. Get away, fly, die, dead, death for all of your kind. But UV light can cause cancer.
yeah, do not come into contact with UV lights for long extended periods of time
Like,
because
don't
you
go
will
outside
die.
when
You
I'm
will get
up.
cancer
Like,
and you will die.
don't sunbathe without like sunscreen on to protect your skin, or else you'll get like these blotches. I'm sure I have one somewhere from my solar radiation. Yes, I don't know if you can see it really well, but there's like a dot right there, and it's kind of darker than the rest of my skin. I got that. I got that from being in the sun from whenever I was really young, and it just stayed there ever since. I got treatment on it. It's not cancerous or anything, so don't worry. But that's what happens whenever you like go in the sun for too long. The UV rays can physically intercept with your DNA, like this, and they can they can like change it, or it can like add, it can knock electrons off of their orbitals. It could change how it's charged, a bunch of things.
Yeah. After that, we have gamma rays, which are the shortest ones. Like, okay, let me explain this. There's waves have a wavelength, which is the point from one. Okay, so a wave has a top, like it has its top, which is called the crest, which is like the highest point, and it has a trough, which is the bottom at the lowest point. He'll put a picture up for you. Um, and between the two crests or two troughs is called a wavelength.
Schrodinger had this really crazy
Um,
idea. I'll put it right here.
um, so gamma rays have the shortest wavelength because it's just so powerful. It has the shortest wavelength, but they're really tall. I think.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're really tall, really,
Since
really, really
it's
tall.
so compressed, yeah, since the wavelengths are so compressed, they become taller, which makes it hot. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
makes it
it's slow.
worse.
Yeah, but since like thanks to like the expanse of the universe and like how like space is literally stretching, it gets shifted into a more weaker I can't speak. It gets red shifted really like pretty fast. It gets turned into like I think due to Doppler shift, it's like ultraviolet. It gets shifted from how do I explain this? Think of it like the cord of a string. You have a cord of string that's traveling and it's all bunched up. But since space is expanding, it gets stretched. And that's called redshift. And whenever space is whenever something oh my gosh. I
It's
can't
okay.
I will
It's
just
okay.
edit this pen to show you. So think of it like this. Something that's emitting light like this is moving away from you. And as the light's going towards you, it would get stretched out. So this would be turning red. Redder, 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 and redder. Think about thanks to how fast it's going away from you. And the same thing happens if it's going towards you. If something's going towards you, it would turn blue, which is really cool.
Yeah. That's the.
Alpha,
Don't mess with
alpha,
the
I
alpha.
forgot X-rays.
Oh yeah, X-rays. I forgot about X-rays. Yeah, the same type of
So
light that you
so
get at the doctor is the same thing that would kill you.
so, so X-rays. Yeah, X-rays are used to see through human skin and flesh and stuff to see your bones. So, for example, if you ever go to the doctor to see if one of your bones is broken or something, or like after you hurt yourself, the doctors will use an X-ray to see through you to see your bones.
Yeah. So,
And
if so,
it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's kind of dangerous up to a certain point. Which is why doctors aren't really present in the exact room you're in when you're getting X-rays because they're dangerous.
yeah, even whenever they're not, it's even whenever they're not even pointing towards it, it can still bounce off of you because there's a small percentage of X-rays that get bounced off of you and reflected, and those if long enough because this is their job, if long enough for experience it's like an extremely long enough, like for 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, they would eventually get cancer. So really bad. Don't no.
Yeah. So let's talk about gamma rays, which are not technically light, and um, radio waves. So
Alpha.
to start off, we'll just start with radio waves. Radio waves generally have to do with sound. They travel from one area to another.
Radio waves are light, Benjamin. They don't have anything to do with sound. Radio waves are really, 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 really stretched out red light. You can have it. You can just say it like that. They're red. So
Gonna die,
I was correct.
and now you're gonna die. Dead, dead, dead. No.
you're wrong. Radio waves are not they're not sound.
Okay. All right.
I live
Outside my own
world of make believe.
Shut up. All right. Yeah. So, radio waves are very, very, very stretched out red light that travel from one place to another. Kind of like signal towers and stuff like that.
Sorry.
die.
Yeah. For example for radio waves, signal towers. I think.
Yeah.
And then we
Wi-Fi.
have gamma ray. If a gamma ray were to hit Earth right now, we'd all die. Dead.
No.
Yes, I know what I'm talking about.
Supernova have a bunch of particles that are not light or are not any type of classical particle or baryonic matter because of this really cool table right here that some guy made up. So I'm not. This is not. This isn't. This isn't supernovas, Jackson. They were talking about light.
It's okay,
Sorry,
Jackson.
guys.
It's okay. It's okay. Gamma rays. Very dangerous. Way more dangerous than X-rays, and way more dangerous than UV light. They're really powerful. They have a really short wavelength, but they're really tall, really powerful. Gamma rays, I think, don't they come from the sun? Like gamma rays are produced from the sun, and
And
then when they go to Earth, they are just UV light. It like gets like lowered down to UV light,
it gets stretched physically.
stretched.
All of the
Yeah,
flies in
because
my
of
room are
our
gonna
atmosphere.
die.
But yeah, um, yeah, that's kind of it for light.
Um, I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what else to say. There, all
Yeah, this will be one of our shorter. This will be one of our shorter videos. We'll just say that. That way you don't have to edit that much. This will just be a shorter video.
okay. So everything that you guys need to know is that light is very cool. It gets stretched out whenever space expands, and it's really cool.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Squad.
Bye bye, alphas.
Bye, guys.
Konnichiwa kurosai.